So you grew up in Cranston?
I grew up in Cranston. I went to Cranston East,
Cranston East.
and then I stayed around and went to RISD after. And I lived in Boston for a little while, but then I came back. We always come back. And so, yeah. I first knew pretty early on. I always liked drawing, and I remember from like first, second grade, sitting in class and drawing on the math paper and sketching all the time. And I remember my mom seeing that I was interested and liked drawing and saw that I had some ability, and she signed me up for Saturday morning drawing classes. So that's when I kind of started developing more. I always liked drawing, and I took pottery classes when I was in like sixth, seventh grade, and it just kind of continued from there. So
I'm Vincent Castaldi, Vinny's father.
And I'm Linda Castaldi, his stepmom.
Well, from when he was a baby, I guess he always had a pad and a pencil, crayons and a book, and he just liked to draw or doodle. And then as he got older, he advanced in what he was doing, and he just got better and better at it. And that was his only interest, is art. He had no other interests. Main interest, and he puts his heart and soul into it. Were you one of those kids in grammar school that was always scribbling?
always, yeah. And I would get in trouble because like, are you paying attention? You know, and then it'd be like, what is that you're doing? Oh, no, nothing. And then they would like collect the piece, and it was like I was doing like a drawing or something like that. Yeah, I would always get caught. My Aunt Liz always used to tell me, you're gonna be, maybe you'll be a famous fashion designer, which I didn't. But she always said, oh, you're gonna go to RISD, and she kind of had a feeling, so. I always had that in the back of my mind, and I always wanted to, and that's what I pursued. So it's
what
ideal.
inspired you? Was there a teacher? Or?
There was. Well, early on in high school, which I was almost hoping she was going to be here because I did send her an invitation, but my high school art teacher, who believed in me so much and stayed with me, and she encouraged me, you have to go to RISD. No, I know you got accepted to, Rhode Island College, but you know, if you're accepted to RISD, you have to make it work. You have to go. And so she really inspired me early on. And I'm glad, it's media. It's just a combination of different materials, different medium. I mostly work predominantly with oil pastel, but in addition, oil paint, acrylic paint, some collage. So any mix of that is, I think that's about just that, like feeling sometimes like big and yet small, and feeling like you need to be protected. And a lot of the characters I think are based on myself, and kind of like trying to protect myself, or I don't know, it's interesting. But I don't know, this particular group of work is very personal. I did, because I had started these sort of images and had this idea of this sort of feeling of, I don't know, like this anxiety and being pulled in one direction, and what better, since it's my first like official group show here at the club, I thought develop that. And it's funny because people are like, oh, your work sometimes it's so sad, or like, oh, but I try to kind of have it evolve from feeling that trap to feeling like release, and you can even see it in the titles, in the, if you look at the whole series of work. As far as like technique, I mostly work on a darker background, and most people work light to dark. I do kind of the opposite. I work on illustration board paper, usually like a dark or black background, and I work in oil pastel at least to start, and start with like an outline, and then start like sketching in, filling in the areas of shadows and light, and it's almost like pulling the image out of. So it's almost like a sculptural kind of exactly. And yeah, so it's usually from dark to light in oil pastel, and most of my work is like 16 by 20, slightly smaller. I'd like to start working a little bit larger, I think. I've done landscapes. I have a lot of pictures that I had taken when I lived in Italy, and then when I had gone back, particularly Venice, that I love. And so yeah, I love landscapes. I love still life, some portraits, some commissioned portraits, which I've done. A couple of my nieces, people that have come to the restaurant that have seen my work. The eyes say it all, though. I mean, you can see, the eyes show a lot of emotion and feeling. And yeah, you mean like the ones that are like more exaggerated. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Right. I think a lot of them are caricatures of me, I would say. The book that I'm working on, well, the book, I started with a couple of characters that, interestingly enough, I'd seen the two characters in a dream and turned into an illustration, and it's very much like that. The character with the big eyes and big features with the little body. And my friend, Patricia, was so taken by that image of the girl with the little doll and created an entire story, like really an entire world around the whole thing. And it turned into the story Mags and Rags. And I'm a ventriloquist. And Ginny, you know better than anyone because you're the one that encouraged me. Francis is a new friend of mine. He's a ventriloquist, he told me, but he's a friend. He's more of a friend, but more than a friend, he's a confidant and just someone, kind of a therapist. He's not licensed, but he's a great person to talk to. And anyway, you'll be seeing more. I mean, so far it's just been in photographs and playing around, but I think it could be something really fun. Yeah, Francis in different situations and me discussing issues and concerns and problems with him. Yeah, his morning routine, ironing, he's very particular. He already has his own personality. He was on your webpage, yes. So yeah, I got a lot of things in the works. I'm practicing now, but I'm getting good at it. So yeah.
There you are.
Here I am. Thank you so much.
Tell you something. I love your work.
Thank you so much.
What you've brought in.
It's different, right?
It's good.
Just doing that.
Beautiful work.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, this is the first group show here, so it's like the first opportunity to have like a lot of pieces. So this worked out really well. It was really great. You made it! Oh, you made it.
Hi.
And
Your work is so nice.
Boy, I'm so glad you made it. Yes. Today, so if it.
I didn't see her.
Yeah. All right. So maybe we can kind of coordinate something.
Why don't I talk to you?
We'll call each other. It was cute.
Hi. What struck you about this piece?
I saw it before, a couple of years ago, and I liked it very much. I love the whimsy, but it's very sad to me.
I can see how he's really matured as an artist with the color and the lighting and just the mood that he sets. I mean, his artwork jumps off the page at you, and it's something that you really want to think about. You can't take your eyes off it. You contemplate. What is he? There's so many messages.
Fantastic job.
And you as well.
I think your work is wonderful.
I think yours is too. And thank you so much.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. We love to hug and kiss. And that's all I got.